Reading for Scorpio. So if you're a Scorpio, there might be a message here for you. Angels, spirits, and guides, thanks so much for all the enlightening messages. Okay, first card out for you, Scorpio, is the Lover's card. That can have many meanings. We'll just keep going. That's your energy. Maybe you're just falling in love. Maybe you're actually just very balanced. Or what's causing you to not feel that way is the Five of Wands. This could be a fight, could be somebody playing a game. In the past, Death card, that's you. And Six of Wands. So I feel like in the past you successfully completed a cycle, is what it looks like to me. I feel like you have a lot of love in your heart. This is your card, and it's also your foundation, who you are. I feel like you have a lot of love to give. I feel like you could be a very emotional person. And it's in your root system to be this energy, right? So it could actually be your energy or... Hi, Joni. This is a reading for Scorpio. Thank you for being here. So so this is your foundation, is the Queen of Cups and Two of Wands. So being able to surrender enough so that you can choose yourself. Maybe that is a skill that you have just always had. But it's definitely a good thing, right, to have in your foundation. I feel like you have a lot of love to give. So let me look at what does the higher self want to tell Scorpio? Wheel of Fortune. Something's coming up. It's a change. And you've got some people here. So the Wheel of Fortune is a fated event. This is something your higher self knows, but you don't. And it's an event, right? And the Page of Pentacles is talking about something new. It's a plan. It's maybe a new business. Maybe it's just a new path that you're going to take. And then you have the Queen of Wands, which is the most confident card in the deck. So what I see is something new coming in that's fated for you. And you're dealing with it confidently and strongly, leading the way. You know that you are that person, right? But you do have some fear here in this Five of Wands. We're going to figure it out. Okay, so let's look at the near future. This is an offer that you are rejecting. It's a Four of Cups. It's like Spirit giving you something and you're like, no thanks. I don't want to look at it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But what the gift is Ten of Pentacles. It could mean a new job. It could mean something very stable, right? It's talking about money. It's talking about love. It's talking about loyalty, right? And it's coming in, but you aren't looking at it. It could be about this lover, but like, I mean, you're scared. You're scared of it. You're scared it's a game. You're scared you're not going to win. Like, I've done this shit before and I don't want to do it again, right? That's why you're sitting here, like, not looking at the gift coming from Spirit, right? It's an opportunity for Ten of Pentacles. And Four of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, saying, like, you could have the Ten of Pentacles. You could have stability in your family, but there's something going on here, like some kind of inner struggle that's stopping you from really embracing all this beautiful stuff. To be honest, it's beautiful. So let's look at the supporting energy in the current situation, the Chariot and the Page of Swords. So basically, this is some kind of new information that's coming in. This could be your higher self. I feel like, you know, it's like a message or something like that. But the Chariot is about body, soul, mind alignment. And that's your best asset right now. It's your own self, Scorpio. So I feel like that's your supporting energy, is your higher self and that alignment. Okay, so in this energy that's helping you but you can't see it, Ace of Pentacles. So this is like a new beginning. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's a new direction. Maybe it's a new, I don't know, something. You're planting something and it's growing. It's talking about Three of Swords and the World card. Whatever you've been grieving, my Scorpio friends, it's over here. I don't think you don't see this coming in, but something is about to change for you, big time. The World card is the end of the karmic cycle, the end of the grief, the worry, and it's being replaced with something brand new. And remember, this is in a place where it's kind of blind to you. You can't really see it. So let me see what your hopes and fears are, Scorpio. What's your hopes and fears? King of Cups. You want to be the King of Cups. You want a King of Cup, right? You want love, but at the same time, you're scared of it. Now, I think this is beautiful because you have a King and Queen of Cups right here. Like you're coming in here with this Queen of Cups as yourself, right? You love yourself enough to choose yourself. But for some reason, you're afraid of this coming in. You want it, but you're afraid of it. And this is definitely love. King of Cups is all about the love. So you're afraid of love, Scorpio. Now let me look in the distant future, what's coming in for Scorpio. For the distant future. Scorpio's distant future. Tell me what's going on. Oh. You sure have a lot of pages. So I don't know if you have a lot of kids, but it could be talking about kids. Page of Cups and Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is definitely about fear. Page of Cups could be like a message of love that has you feeling some kind of way, some kind of fear, right? Somebody that wants to work with you, and you're like going like, no, you're hiding from it. Okay, so it's telling me about this situation again up there. It's saying like there is an offer of love coming in, you know, and you're feeling like, I don't know if I want to put any energy at all. I think I'm going to hide behind this bunch of flowers here, right? Hermit card, Virgo energy. This is where you go inside and you talk to spirit and you go like, okay, human, scared, spirit, lead me. Right? That's what's going on, basically. Show me the light. Show me myself. Show me my greatness. Because I just fucking don't believe it right now. So that's what I kind of think is going on just because of this, right? You have this offer, but you're scared to death of it. It says it right here. You're scared of love. So you're going inside to try, and you got a lot of sevens here. 777. Could be something worth looking at. Even the Chariot is a 7. So you've got a lot of 7s and you've got a lot of pages. So I don't know if you have a lot of kids or if you, or what, I don't know, but something going on there. Okay, so let's go through with this deck and we're just going to clarify some things. You definitely don't have to clarify all of it, but I would like to see like what exactly is blocking you from the Lovers, because this could be like the best relationship and it's right in front of your face. This is your energy right now, the Lovers. This means you're balanced. It means you're in higher self, and like even the Chariot, right? Body, mind, soul aligned, masculine, feminine energy aligned, except for this is what's blocking you, this Five of Wands. And I would like to know what the Five of Wands is. It's an offer again, right? Knight of Cups, so it could be you. Maybe you're scared to make an offer. Lord of the Shadows is here. This is the Death card, which is also you. So you've come in your own reading 2 times. This could be meaning that you're, maybe you're grieving something. Maybe you're afraid of like giving your heart out to someone and then just having them leave, right? But your card, Scorpio, is about transformation, transforming something. You're not going to believe what comes out again in your reading. 10 of Pentacles, one more time. It's coming out here. And it's saying that it's like within your grasp, but look it. It's that same fucking 4 of Cups. That's what's blocking you from the love. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Look at that. Four of Cups blocking the 10 of Pentacles 2 times. Look at that. So there's something going on here where there's an offer of love, it looks like. Obviously it's love, because the Lovers is what is your energy right now. You want that. So maybe you have someone in your life already, but you're scared. That's sort of what it looks like. Clarify, what is the 10 of Pentacles? Clarify the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Clarify it for Scorpio. What exactly is it? It's you needing to like let go of the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands, and then, oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, I've never had such a synced up reading before. All right, so you got the 9 of Swords. Now 9s are about realizing something. So I feel like you're about to have a big, huge aha moment, Scorpio, a big one. And I think what you're afraid of, I think you're afraid to let go of your independent lifestyle. I think, 9 of Pentacles is about, actually, it's usually about being single. But in this deck that I'm clarifying with, it shows a man, a woman, and 2 kids, meaning that you can still have your independence even if you're in a relationship. And I think that that's something you don't realize yet, but you're going to. You're going to realize that you're still the king, right? You're still the master of your domain, even if you're afraid, right? The 9 of Wands is here. And the 9 of Wands is when this guy looks really like he's really protecting his home and his space, right? And I feel like the 9 of Wands is kind of like, it can be kind of like a PTSD card. Like, I've been hurt so much in my life, I'm not letting one more person in, right? Which is, like, who blames him, right? And then the 9 of Swords, same thing, but this is about thoughts. And so this person's up all night crying, sad, realizing, right? So all these 9s is what's clarifying the 10 of Pentacles. Your fear is completely stopping you from like getting to this place. And that's what I see. Like you're definitely holding yourself back. You have yourself completely blocked off from everybody. Like you are just like, I'm not giving up my independence. I'm not giving up my freedom, my money, my home. Fuck that, right? So, but it's not because you don't want it, Scorpio. That's the important part here. The reason that you won't allow it in is because you're afraid. You're afraid of it. And I think like all these 9s are kind of like telling me that, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is here. You know what I mean? And it's time for this 9 business, all this fear to go, you know? You're still that King of Pentacles who can take care of themselves, man or woman. You're still that person. You still have, you know, the right to your own autonomy. But I know that sometimes relationships can kind of suck that out of you. And I think you've been through that. And I think that's why you're just like, I don't know. But I feel like there's a big dose of confidence coming up here that you don't see coming. Because what's happening is an ending to this cycle, you know, and a new beginning. So, what else do we want to clarify? Tell me what the new beginning looks like after the Wheel of Fortune comes in. Okay, so you've got the Hermit one more time. So it's very dependent on you talking to your higher self, reaching in and grabbing onto that energy, because what you have coming is only going to be a winning situation, right? It's time, it's destiny, it's coming, right? And here you are coming in as the master of your own destiny, the Aries card. All 4 kings in one. Power beyond anything imaginable. And as well as the King of Wands. So you definitely have, and Wheel of Fortune's coming here saying like, it's time. Like this is going to happen. So I feel like there's new gifts coming as one message for you guys. Definitely new gifts coming in that you didn't know you had. I'm talking about manifestation power. I'm talking about healing gifts. I'm talking about working with spirit, your higher self, and what you can bring to you. It's only going to be a winner. But there is a key message with the Hermit coming out 2 times. I don't know where else he's at, but I saw him. It's important for you to dive in and talk to your higher self. That's what this is about. Seeing your own light, understanding your own light, embracing your own light, and believing in yourself. And you're coming in as the Queen up here, right? Which means confident, powerful. Your power, you're confident in your own power. And what it's showing me is you have match coming in. Like, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in your divine match, your coded person. You know what I mean? The person that matches your energy. It looks to me like it's wand energy, which is telling me that whoever's coming in is also magical. And the 2 of you together create this 10 of Pentacles. And I don't know, but it looks like you're afraid of it. So just, you know, sort of a little message there. It does look like it's a lover to me. The Lover's card can also mean it's a Gemini. It could also mean that it doesn't, maybe it doesn't have to do with a lover, but the love you feel for yourself. You understand me? Like you are here at this energy, but this is what's blocking you, is this 5 of Wands. This, maybe it's a head game, maybe it's a competition, or maybe it's this feeling that you've never been good enough, you know, and so you've given up trying. But it's just, this is so beautiful. Like, I mean, I see you trying to block the energy, but whether you like it or not, the shit is coming. Now, yeah, you do have free will. You can block them if you want to. But I feel like maybe I was guided to give you this reading. I mean, I haven't done a reading in a long time for you, Scorpio. But I just feel like It's coming, and I think you should be aware of it. You have 2 times you had the 4 of Cups come with the 10 of Pentacles. And that tells me that you might not see it. You might not even see it because of you're looking at something else. Okay, so I guess what I kind of want to do is grab maybe spirit message card. Let me see if I can get some spirit messages for you. Spirit messages for you. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that is yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? It is. That's your message. So your best days are coming ahead of you. If you feel like you're unworthy because of somebody said something to you when you were a child, I feel like go inside and talk to your higher self and get the truth of the matter, because I feel like what you're feeling isn't really accurate about yourself, if that's what that's about, you know. Okay. I kind of got a little mess going here, but I kind of want to go to, I don't even know if I have a pen. I do. Look at the time, 21:43. I'm going to do Libra because I saw Joni on here. So I'm going to do a Libra reading. Let's see. Let's do this, start with this unicorn deck. Libra. Are you ready? Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, Teresa. You're Capricorn, huh? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Libra. Tell me about Libra. Celebration. Woohoo! Positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. I love that for you guys. Compassion is at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take both of these for your reading because I just think they're really good. All right. Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free, and see the light in yourself and others. That's beautiful advice anytime, huh? Okay, I'm going to get a different deck and clarify. Spirits, angels, and guides, thanks for giving me the boost today. Help me give a good, clear reading, Joni and all the Libra friends. What do they need to know? What's this celebration? It's about time. It's a celebration of something, a new opportunity. It's the Ace of Wands, a new idea, a new something. 10 of Swords was stuck to the back of this, like hiding behind this. So there could be something coming after an ending, like a new beginning. It could be something about work. It's good. It's good. You might have to start at the low level, right? But don't forget who you are, is what I feel like. You might not see this coming too, but this is definitely universal energy because you have the sun and the moon. And it looks like you've been through a lot, but there is something coming in that's new. And like I said, it looks like you could be starting at the bottom, but just don't be scared to do that. If there's a job opportunity coming in, don't be afraid to take the opportunity. Compassion. Tell me about compassion. Justice, Four of Pentacles. So Justice card is definitely your card, Libra. This card we're clarifying is compassion, and it's about having compassion with yourself for all the things you've been through. You know what I mean? Like, I know Libras are always really good at giving everybody else slack, like making things right for other people. But what are you doing with yourself, you know? And here you've got a Four of Pentacles. It's like, it could be money's tight. Because that's sometimes what that card is about. Like, maybe money is a little bit tight. It says cut yourself a little bit of slack here, and the justice and the balance that you offer to other people, it's time for you to give it to yourself. You know, cut yourself some slack. Take a goddamn day off and go, I don't know, go see a waterfall. I don't know about you guys, but there's something about the waterfalls. They seem to cleanse me, I don't know. Okay, so compassion. Page of Swords. This could be a message coming in. It could be a kid, you know, but like some kind of new information. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about changing your mind. It's about following your higher selves, like little nudges to go towards something else, to learn something new, right? Changing the way you maybe have always felt. This kind of reminds me of like maybe like getting rid of an old religious ideology belief that just doesn't work anymore, you know, like no matter what it is. I won't try and put anything into your head with that, but that's what it reminds me of. Or understanding truth for the first time. And I think that there's a lot going on in the world right now where truths are being made known. Like, we're learning stuff that we never thought could ever even happen, right? I am anyway. I didn't know people were capable of some of this shit. And I feel like as we learn these things, we have to discard old thoughts, you know, and we have to go in a new direction. And I see that's what's happening to you. Now, at the same time, it's saying be gentle with yourself, because there's a lot of things probably that need to be changed around, right? And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel shitty. There could be some of you going through a lot of worry, a lot of grieving, a lot of feeling like I'm not enough, feeling like no one sees me, feeling like I can't ask for help. I don't want to, I can't, I'm ashamed. All of those things, right, are covered in this card. I mean, this is somebody who's out in the cold and there's a church right there and she is not going there. She doesn't feel worthy for whatever reason. Again, with the religious ideology, right? Letting go of that. It could be something about love too. Five of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Five of Swords. Something struggling about Two of Cups relationship. Two of Cups relationship to me is a soul tie. Does it mean that, you know, it's your one forever love? No. It could be somebody that you meet at the supermarket, you know, that's another lady just like you, and you're, you know, you're soul friends, right? There could be a soul friend and you feel like you're not worthy. I don't know. So that is a little message for you, and I'm going to just quickly do a little Celtic cross. Let's see what's going on for Libra. What's their energy right now? Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is about grieving. It's about trying to let go of something. It's about saying goodbye. And not really wanting to. And that's your energy right at the moment. What's your struggle? It's getting a new start. Your struggle is starting over. It's going for something new. It's letting go of the old and walking forward, right? So let me see what happened in the past. Eight of Wands. Looks like Spirit is all over the area here for you. Definitely. I feel like you're tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Justice card coming in one more time. And the Three of Pentacles. So this is saying like Spirit has guided you somewhere. It could be for work. It could be for something, right? We'll clarify that in a minute. Let me see at the bottom of it. In your root system, you're strong. You have good work ethic and people look up to you. You're powerful. You're also very magical. I feel like you have a lot of gifts, spiritual gifts, right? Tell me what's going on in that the higher self knows that the human does not. The higher self knows that the human does not. Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. That there's a change coming in soon. Three of Wands is, it's about waiting. It's about an offer. Threes are about, well, Three of Wands is about you made your decision, you chose yourself, and now you're just waiting. Or perfect timing, maybe. One more up there. What's the Wheel of Fortune bringing in for Libra? Nine of Swords, which is, it's about grief. Again, it's about being up all night worried about money. It's your thoughts, you know, but it's also nines are about realizing something. So realizing what? Maybe that you need to feed yourself, your soul, do fun things, right? Knight of Wands, that's about having a really good time. Remember what I said about going and seeing a waterfall? Well, that's what this guy's doing with his dog. He's just in the boat and he's going somewhere. This is something that's going to change. This Nine of Swords that you're up all night, the nightmare, it's about to change. Nights are a change. And you have two of them. It tells me it's coming in very quickly. And then the Lover's card. Now, again, I'll tell you what I told Scorpio. The Lover's card can mean that there's a lover coming in. It can also mean that you're becoming very balanced as far as masculine, feminine energy. So it could be love coming, but it could also be a balance within yourself that you didn't even know was there. But I think you'll see it soon. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck is definitely telling me that. That is balance in its finest form, right? The Temperance card. That's actually where you change things around. That particular card is half, like it's half darkness and half sunlight. And being able to accept both of those pieces, you know, of your own self. Like I am a spirit being, but I'm also this human being, right? And accepting both of those parts, not one being better than the other. Just dig in who you are. So let me see what's coming in the near future. So we got the Sun card and the Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So in the near future, I feel like things are looking up. But I feel like you have some shame attached or some doubts about yourself. Five of Pentacles. And then there's the King of Cups. Remember that Five of Pentacles came out in the first little reading that I did for you. Let me see. What's your energy? So your supporting energy here is a Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands. That is your life history. That's your life experience, Nine of Wands. And what you do with it is what matters. Like all these wands are just everything this person's ever been through. He's built a wall there to protect himself. But there's two ways that that nine can work. It can be, you know, that you protect yourself from others, or It can be that you realize that every single wound you have gives you value, gives you experience, it gives you compassion. You know, it does. Like everything you go through. You know, I know sometimes like I'll be talking to people and I'll think like, I can't take anymore. Like I can't take it. And then the reality of the soul journey and all that, like, yeah, we can take it. We planned it. And I can help people with all the shit I've been through. You know what I mean? Like you take that, all those lessons and those hard times, and you come out sunshiny, right? And speaking your truth, Queen of Swords, which is your card, right? That's you. Just being your own self. Your best protection, guidance is you. Your experience in its totality. Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords. Owning every pain and every sorrow and helping others with it. I think that's really beautiful as your supporting energy. It's you and everything you've been through. That's your supporting energy. That's beautiful. How about the energy she can't see? Page of Wands. What supporting energy that they can't see for Libra? It's a Page of Wands, so it could be a person, younger person. It could be a child, right? Pages are children most generally. It's somebody you love, Hierophant. It's your family. It could be a spiritual teacher. Look at all that. This is your supporting energy that you can't see. So it's all about this decision that you have to make and that you're scared to make, right? I feel like it's telling me that you actually, all the stuff you've been through is actually here to make you the teacher. You're teaching people how to love. You're teaching people how to accept all pieces of themselves. This is the Temperance card I was talking about, right? Half dark, half light. The totality of the human being. We have bad things, we have good things, right? It's about accepting all those things. And I feel like, to be honest, like it's telling me that you don't even realize what your experiences have given you and what you're going to do with them yet. You don't even know. Oh, this is giving me chills, Libra. That's the energy you don't see. It's all of the things about yourself that make you a teacher. And it's not just any kind of teacher. I feel like you could be teaching alchemy, or you're learning it now and that's going to be the big surprise at the end. Like you know how to make, like, turn a piece of coal into diamond, you know, because you've done it inside yourself a million freaking times. That's what I feel like. Is it like, how can I go through all of these things and still love so deeply? Well, you're a pro, that's why. You came here to do that. And I definitely, with the Hierophant, it's telling me you're teaching people how to alchemize. And I think like in today, like what's going on in the universe, what's going on this planet, I think us turning around and being the alchemizers is going to save us all. I really do. Okay, so what are you afraid of? What's the biggest fear here, but at the same time, they want it, but they are afraid of it? What is it for Libra? I feel like you're having like a heart surgery here, right? 9 of Pentacles. So what you're afraid of really is 9 of Pentacles, being on your own. Deep down inside, right? You want to be independent, but at the same time you're afraid. But let me just tell you what the 9 of Pentacles ends up being. Like, it ends up you realizing, I don't have to work this fucking hard. I don't have to work 92 hours a day because Spirit always gives me what I need. So you know what? I'm just going to have the one job, and I trust that Spirit always takes care of it. I'm just going to do that. And I think you're afraid of it, but I think you need to do it. Libra, I do. I think you need to trust your soul. If you believe in that theory, that's my theory, but if you believe in the theory that your higher self will never ever, drop you on your head, so to speak, it won't. It made the plan. And when our human can just like stop trying to control everything, your higher self just, here you go, you know. So Spirit, tell me what's coming in with the distant future. Like, okay, so something shocking. Tower moment's coming. That it is always a scary card to have, but it's not always scary because you're figuring out and you're alchemizing down here. And what that means is that something, an old structure, an old way of being, an old way of thinking must come down. And so it is. And here's another Knight of Cups, which is talking about, that actually shows a chess game. 5 of Wands is talking about a struggle, usually, it's a game. 2 cards talking about a game here. What are you talking about, Spirit? Magician. Okay. Everything is coming down because it's time for you to create what you want. I mean, it's up to you what you want next, but you've got to go through all of these kind of steps, right? Like the 9 of Pentacles, you're afraid of it, but you want it, but you're afraid at the same time. You're afraid to just let go and trust that Spirit's got you. I can see it. You're afraid of it. You don't think Spirit really has got you. You're like, no, I'm pretty sure I have to work 95 hours a day. And your higher self is going, no, you don't. Do you not know who you are? King of Wands, powerful, all-knowing, magic, boom, right there. You don't know who you are when it tells me you're the Hierophant. You're a teacher. You're a teacher of alchemy. You're a pro. And you know why you're a pro? Because whatever happened to you hurt your heart so bad. But you know what never fucking left? Your love. Like it didn't leave. You held on to the love, and you got through whatever this is. You got through it. And it's telling me that this is your hidden talent, your hidden gift. It's this alchemizing. All the while you are dying inside, but you never let go of the love. And I think this is just really beautiful. And what it's telling me is that something is happening here. Something's changing, something's leaving, and what happens next is completely up to you because you have this Magician card. Do you see her? She's commanding the trees to grow. She realizes who she is. She realizes what she can do, right? And each one of us have this power of the Magician. But the cool part about having that after a tower is that you realize it. Now, something is coming down. It's a belief system, and I think that it's kind of a belief maybe you hold about yourself, and it's about your value. I really hate to say it, but I think it's about the way you really feel about yourself. Like, I'm not worthy, or I'm give up. you know, and I've been there. But I don't see you giving up at all. I see what you're doing is making a new beginning, but this is your challenge, is this new beginning. I mean, that's what's here, you know. I mean, that love just keeps showing up though, right? All right, so now I'm going to clarify a couple of, let's clarify the Five of Cups. See what that is, because that's your energy right now. And to me, when I think of the Five of Cups, it's draining. I'm tired. I'm so sad I can't breathe. And I don't know what to do with myself. Five of Wands coming out. This has to do with the lover. It has to do with the way your household used to be with the Four of Wands. Stability, right? You had it all. And now you don't. Something happened. It's been a struggle. But what's happening here is an increase in power, an increase in the awareness of who you are and what you are, more importantly, right? Getting more spiritual gifts. Hi, Cole.
Hey.
Love you.
Love you.
What are you doing? Are you gonna go play with Banner?
Like in a little bit.
Okay. Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
That's good. I think Joni's on there if you want to say hi.
Hello.
I love you.
Love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, so it tells me that you're going to increase in power. You're getting more knowledge. Something is happening here with you as far as your spiritual awareness. It's increasing. The Ace of Wands. Why is this Libra's challenge? Why is this new beginning a challenge here? King of Cups. Could be because of love. Somebody that you love. King of Cups is over here. King of Cups seems to be why you're feeling kind of shitty. Who's this King of Cups? King of Pentacles. Two of Wands. New beginning. You have to walk away. Somebody walked away, or you have to walk away, right? Eight of Cups is here. So when I'm saying, like, what's the Ace of Wands? Why is that your challenge? And it says King of Cups. And then King of Pentacles. So it could be that you have two to choose from. You can't decide what one. You can't make the offer because you don't know which one to choose or what to choose. But there is a brand new beginning coming here. This is your challenge, to begin again. Some of you could have a choice in love. You definitely have some matches here, like like energetic matches. So you have a King and Queen of Cups, which is an energy match, and I just feel like there was a King and Queen of Wands too, but I don't know if she's here. Maybe not. Maybe that was a different reading. But anyway, what I feel like is, Spirit, give me some advice for it. Just advice for Libra. Two of Cups. It's a choice again. It's a... Okay, and the Ace of Wands, again, which is your challenge, and the Star. Is there someone coming in that is Queen of Swords again, too, coming out again? The Harvest card. Your advice is to follow your dreams and don't stop believing in them. This is an Aquarius card, 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands. And your blockage is the Ace of Wands. Star is the Aquarius card. I'm just trying to figure out like what it's saying to me. Like the Star card is about healing, and it's also about wish fulfillment. And I do see some healing and some realizing going on in your reading. You've got a couple of 9s, which means you're having an aha moment about a few things, right? And something has to topple down before you can create a new thing with your magician energy. And your energy right now is basically you're grieving. And your challenge is to start over and entrust this new offer, right? Or make the offer, one or the other, right? This could be somebody that you work with. It could be an Aquarius. It could be like someone that's in power too. Like, I don't know. I feel like King of Pentacles can be an earth sign, right? You have earth and air and water here. It could be anybody that's coming in, but maybe it's just saying in general, you know, because you're in grief. I don't know if you just broke up or what, but something's going on here. And I feel like you're kind of running out of steam, or you feel exhausted with that 5 of Cups there being your energy. Like, I'm exhausted. I need a nap. I need $1 million so I can fucking slow down a little bit. And I kind of feel like what the message is here, like without trying to like figure out every single thing, I think the overall message is you've got the power in you, Libra, to create whatever kind of life you want. You can have a lover, you don't need one. Like, it's up to you. The important part is that you love yourself. And I kind of feel like, you know, that could be happening here. We have a King and Queen of Cups. Did I say that already? So you have that cup thing going on here. So you also have 3 kings on here, which is tells me emperor energy, you know? Like, so it could mean that you are like kind of stepping up and taking power over and becoming this magician up here and saying like, I know what I want and I'm gonna create it right now with my higher self, with spirit, you know? But I don't know, I feel like you're doing good. I feel like you need to cut yourself some slack and believe in yourself and your higher self a little bit more. And the plan, like trusting your own soul. And sometimes I feel like when we go through something really icky, we have to like say like, what the fuck was that? Like, you chose that? What the fuck were you thinking? I know we've all done it. I know we've all done it, and it's, I don't know. I think it all goes back to, do you trust your soul? I remember somebody asking me that about Paul one time, Paul. And they asked me if I trusted his soul. It was a spiritual teacher. And they said, do you trust his soul? And I said, yeah. I trust it completely. And so, I mean, I guess enough said, but it didn't give me any clarity, but I just felt like yeah, I do trust him, you know. I trust what he's doing. I trust the decisions he's making. I do. And you need to ask that about yourself. Like, do you yourself trust yourself? You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to do one more reading, and it is for Teresa, 5507. And it is Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn. Let's see what we got here for Capricorn. Let's try to find like a different kind of deck. I don't know what happened to all my... I never come in here anymore. I'm sorry that I've been so absent. I've just been trying to alchemize, you know? Angel, spirits, and guides, let's do a message for Capricorn. What do they need to know right now? Tell me what their energy is right at this moment in time. Two of Swords, making a decision. What's blocking you? The Star card. Weird. Okay, let's keep going. I'll do this reading. The Sun card. And Eight of Pentacles. Roots, please, for Capricorn. Ten of Swords. King of Cups and the World card. Okay, what this is telling me is like, I feel like you've had a lot of heartbreak, and maybe a lot of people have left your life, a lot of possibly deaths even. And I feel like it's telling me that this cycle of Ten of Swords is over. It's complete. The World card. The end. Okay? And I think, to be honest, since it's in your root system, I just feel like this is something you've experienced more than one time. Maybe losing somebody so much that you love over and over and over again. This guy's stabbed 10 times in the back, and then the person just runs away. So when I look at that card, and I know that the Ten of Swords means the death card, you know, but you see that this person that's laying on the ground isn't dead. He's reaching for the wand to keep going, you know. And I feel like there's something about this cycle, maybe of loss of love or something. I feel like the World card is here saying, okay, you've learned that, new chapter, right? Going on to something else. That's what this World card means. The end of this cycle. Losing things you love. It's also in your root system, which tells me that you have transformed many times in your life from one thing or another. It could be health things. It could be love losses. It could be, I don't know, family issues, squabbles, you know, stabbed in the back. Like all those kind of hurtful things, right? Just keep going on. And you keep like transforming yourself through it all, which is pretty beautiful. Tell me about the higher self. What does the higher self want to say? Nine of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Higher self, Nine of Wands, Knight of Cups. So this looks like alchemy to me up here. The Nine of Wands. This is what your higher self knows that you do not. It means that in your life, you've had a lot of stuff that happened that could have left you with post-traumatic stress disorder. That's the Nine of Wands card. That's my opinion of it. But nines are about realizing. And so what you're realizing here is that you're not a victim anymore. And so things are changing. And then comes the Ace of Cups. This is alchemy. This is you turning this Ten of Swords into love, sweet love. I mean, it's beautiful, actually. I just, it's beautiful. Okay, let's see what's going on for the future. Is the Hierophant. This means, you know, maybe you're possibly teaching people. This reminds me of the last reading for Libra. And it wouldn't surprise me if every one of us got this alchemy reading. And I'll tell you why. Because we need to help our neighbors and our friends turn fear into power, fear into love. And love is more powerful than any other thing. It's the highest vibration that we can have. Self-love, really. Authenticity. Being okay with just who we are, right? But here with the Hierophant, it tells me you're teaching it. Teaching someone. You're a spiritual teacher. That does not surprise me with the way of the world. We're all going to have to help people. Even our own family, right? Devil card comes out in your supporting energy that's close to you. The Devil card, okay? It's Capricorn card. This is supporting energy. Three of Swords is here at the bottom of the deck too. So your supporting energy, honestly, it's kind of like it's going through all that pain and having to alchemize it. I also feel like on the lines of like being authentic, this is you. You know, like it is the Devil card, but it's also Capricorn, right? Saying like you are your own support system here, and you don't really, maybe you don't really understand that, but all the things that you've been through have made you you. And then right now, it's telling me it's your biggest support. Yourself, your authentic self. So be yourself. Don't be afraid to like, I don't know. I feel like for some of you, I feel like there could be like writing that's important, writing you've already done. Maybe it's old journals. Maybe you need to look back through them. Maybe there's something in there that you need to know. Because, like I said, we're all going through big changes, and one of them is a reset. It's a karmic reset. Like done with this lesson. It looks to me like you're done with this lesson because you know how to do it. You know how to alchemize already. So now what happens next is you become a teacher, and it's all the things you've been through. So if you have journals, if you wrote a diary when you were little and you happen to have it, or last week, go through it and look and see what you've told yourself, because I feel like there's answers there. Like you've already written it down. Look at the bottom of the deck is the Empress card, which is, I mean, isn't she beautiful? And she's also pregnant, so she's ready to give birth to something new. And this reminds me, I mean, the Empress is 100% Mother Earth and everything that it entails. And we all have this energy. We're all creators, and we all have the ability to be this. And it's coming for you. Big time. So let me see what is the supporting energy that you cannot see. Ooh. Dang. That's kind of a lot of cards. So I got the Temperance card, the Ace of Swords, and the Death card. Death card could be a Scorpio, but it's your ability to shut the door on an old chapter and, you know, begin on something brand new. The Temperance card is about balance. It's about accepting all the pieces of you as beautiful, you know? Like even things that maybe you've thought in the past were not beautiful, you suddenly realize, like, I am fucking beautiful. And I'm beautiful because of all the fucking heartbreak. And when we start, like, researching, I'm talking about the journal because it's right there on the bed. And I just feel like sometimes we already know the answer and we might have already written it down. And there's something in this situation of heartbreak that gave you keys to something to unlock inside yourself, you know? And so, yeah. So you have a Temperance card and an Ace of Swords and a Death card. So truth. Owning your truth. Being able to, you know, accept the shadow parts of yourself, which are the human things, you know? Like, yeah, I eat too much chocolate. And you're like, so? It's okay to love chocolate, right? So, like, it's just stuff like that. Like, you don't have to beat yourself up for being an avid chocolate lover or for being somebody who hates exercise. Like, I hate it. You guys hate exercise because I hate it. And I just have to beat the shit out of myself to do anything like that. But it's just who I am. I came here to be that person. I'm all right with it now. And that's what I mean. It's like you just accept it. You're like, I don't gotta change anything. I'm fine, just the way I am, right? So tell me what your hope and fear is. Your hope and fear. 10 of Wands. It tells me that you're afraid to put down a burden in some ways. Like you want to hang on to something. You're done, dude. You want to be done, but for some reason, you want to know what this makes me feel like? Like sometimes when something happens to us, right? And you've got it going on up here with the 9 of Wands, right? So it's like the PTSD card, right? And this card tells me like, it defines me. I mean, it's my personality. It's who I am. So I have to hang on to it. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can alchemize it into something else. You still have the pain. You still learn from the pain. You've grown from the pain. But you don't got to take it anymore. You don't got to carry it around. And you don't, you know, you just don't got to. You can let it go now. I think that's an important message here because you want to let it go, but you can't, or you don't, you know, you want to let it go, but you don't want to let it go. I understand that too. Okay, so future, long-term future, tell me what that is. Like future for Capricorn, what do they need to know? 9 of Swords, realization. Knight of Cups, change. King of Swords, honesty. Okay, and 6 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. You don't see this coming, but like once you get through this final little blow, whatever it is, you know, it's a decision is what it looks like, the 2 of Swords. It's like you got to make a choice about something, right? And it tells me that you're up all night worrying about it, like, right, 9 of Swords. You know, you're even journaling about it here too. So, like I said, if you're journaling, look through some old stuff. There's something changing here in your heart that's going to drive you to speak only truth. And people are going to watch and they're going to listen and they're going to be applauding you. And I feel like this is a brand new life. You are at the jumping off place here. And beautiful energy. The Fool. Taking the dive. Going in a new direction. And I do feel like it's all about teaching. It's so much in your reading. You are a teacher. That's what you came here for. This is such a good reading. I don't know why I don't read more often. It makes me feel so connected and I just get so lazy. Tell me what this big decision is. Let me get a different deck. Tell me what the big decision is that is facing my Capricorns right now. It's a choice of some sort. 2 of Swords. High Priest. So it's the same. It's this Hierophant thing. Your choice is about whether you want to be a teacher or not. You know, because I feel like there's this energy coming in that's driving you to help others with your spiritual knowledge. That's what it looks like. And remember where you got it. You got it from all the pain. You got it from all of the pain. And you have to make a choice. Do I want to or don't I want to? You know, like this is going to change everything for me to be a teacher. Do I really want it? Because remember, you have to release something. You're scared to release it. Let's find out what it is you're scared to release. You're scared to release. Hang on, let me just shuffle good. What are they afraid of releasing over here with the Ten of Wands in their hopes and their fears? Okay, so the Nine of Wands again, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So you're scared to cut this out. This has been going on, whatever this is, this Nine of Wands that makes you feel like you have to protect yourself from other people. Maybe it's stuff that keeps you up all night or used to or has, right? But it's something that you feel defines you. It could be the pain, the loss, the grieving, right? It could be. And you are afraid to let that go. You're afraid. And so it's telling me that Queen of Swords energy, this is where you just, you know, take your heart out of the matter and go like, I have fucking gotta let this go. Slice, slice, gone, you know? So I do feel like I already can tell what's going to happen because it's telling me like, you're right here, right now, Two of Swords. You're trying to decide, what do I do? And so I say, what are you trying to do? Make a change. And you're trying to go toward this higher level of thinking. It's an awakening and it's right on time. You know what I mean? And then the Star card is what's your challenge. The Star card is about healing. It's an Aquarius and it's also, yeah, it's healing and it's Aquarius. So let's see. And wishes come true. That's what else. So why is that your challenge? Why is this wish card, the Star card, challenging? Why? Why is this their challenge? Two of Wands once again. That's what aren't we clarifying Two of Wands? No, Two of Swords. It's about choosing you, okay? It's about putting everything else behind and saying like, what's best for me? Just me, me. Capricorn, what is best for my growth? You know what I mean? You have to choose yourself. And tell me why, what can they do to choose themselves? Start. Ace of Wands, new beginning, an epiphany, a new idea, following a passion. And Page of Swords. This is about learning. It's about talking to spirit. Look at this cool card. You guys I always show the cards because like each picture tells the story. This is a little kid reaching for spirit. There's an owl right there watching. Full moon. She's ritualing it up. She's got a book open. Maybe she's doing a spell. She's even got the candle there, you know? So she's using the elements, right? So it's telling me that this is your hang up, choosing yourself, starting down a new path, and then maybe learning about your power. Maybe this is about that. But you have to start somewhere to become the Hierophant, right? Which is a teacher. This could be you learning yoga and then teaching yoga. This could be you learning, you know, alchemy and then figuring out how to teach to other people. The Harvest card is here, right? Which is the number 20 card. So in this particular deck, the Harvest card is about You know, like when you have a big garden and it comes harvest time and you've got all kinds of good food. It's time for you to be abundant. It's time for you to be full and abundant and filled with joy and life and love. I even see like tiny people on this card. I don't know if you're a tiny person believer, but I definitely am. So I'm saying, like, just because I seen that on the card and they showed me those little people, I'm going to say that you have people from the other side, or from another realm. They could be family members, you know. I swear my dad is a fairy and lives in the fairy realm. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys believe that, but if you do, I do see some little beings here from another realm. And I think like this is about opening up other avenues, other realities, other dimensions, right? And we have to start somewhere and we have to learn it. And that's what this card is. It's about asking and starting at the ground level as a page. I'm brand new, but I want to know magic. I want to manifest. I want to alchemize, and I do want to be a teacher, and I want enough. I want enough of everything for everybody on this planet. I want love all over the world. That's kind of what I'm seeing here for you, Capricorn, is like you're almost willing these things to happen. And you can do this because of who you are, because of all the pain you've gone through. And sometimes when we sit around and we think that our life sucks and we can't figure out why we have to hurt this much, this is why. This is why. This is why. And it's for this time while we're in this most fucked up world right now. We need everybody to get here where we're all thinking like that. Love, peace, and plenty, you know, abundance for all. That's what I see you working on here. And I see you being very successful. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. I definitely also, like right now, I'm seeing like kings and queens of 3 different suits, which tells me that you're getting like that masculine, feminine balance inside of you as well, which is something that we're gonna need. So that's what I see you working on now. And well, this is a beautiful reading. And I love you guys, and I hope everybody's doing well. I know I've been kind of hiding, but I think it's because I'm kind of doing the same kind of thing. You know, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go or do or whatever, you know? And I think we're all kind of lost, but thanks for being here with me today, you guys. Let me see here. All right, well, I'm gonna go because you guys saw I have a little grandbabe here. But thank you for coming, and I'll put timestamps on it in case you want to come and watch it back or whatever. And I love you guys, and have a great day. I love you, Tony.